What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Yeah. A woman can find a man handsome and still reject him. And this is very important because every now and then guys hit me up and say, oh, you just have to look good. You just have to look good. Okay, you can look good to a woman and she still don't want to fuck you. She still don't want to get with you. You know? Seriously, it takes more to it. Now, for a man, a woman just need to look good. It's easy to say that with a man, but see, too many men project that onto women. Now, let me be clear about it. Women are checking out a man's looks. They checking out his looks and they checking out everything about a man. Shoot. Like, people talking all this stuff about those balloon pop shows. But the women, they be rejecting a man off of his shoes. His pants too tight. But see, that's what they be doing in the real world. Trust me. Trust me. Any man who's dealt with women can know this. In fact, that's why you got so many content creators doing handsome man game. Because if it was just that simple, if it was just looks, then they wouldn't need game, would they? And see, a lot of the guys who think that's the case, they ain't getting no play anyway, so they don't know anyway. But see, when you dealing with women, they looking at the whole package. Now, they can look at a man and think he handsome and still don't want to give it to him. I've known plenty of men who women have said were handsome, but they weren't handsome in such a way that women were going crazy. Let's just say there's a lot of Coltons out there. A lot of women would say the Colton, like the actual Fresh Prince Colton, is handsome, but they probably wouldn't give him some. Because I knew this woman, she called this man, she said this man was real weird, but she said he was handsome though. But hold up, he was handsome. She should have wanted to get with him according to many of the men out here, but no, that's not the case. See, understand one thing about women. They look at the whole package. And I've said that numerous times. And I'm saying it again. I'm saying it again in everything. In fact, there's a video I did where a woman shared a chart of everything she was looking at on a man. And I'm going to share that video. I forgot the title of the video. I'll remember it by the time I upload this. And I'll put that in. They looking at a chart. They be looking at everything on a man. They don't just, it'd be a lot easier if they just, because you get some guys saying, well, they just care about face. But these guys ain't getting none. All they know is they ain't getting none. That's all they know. Women look at everything. They look at the entire package. When they see a man, yeah, they looking at his face, but they also looking at his height. They looking at his body build, his clothes, his behavior. Shoot. Like, let's just take the face thing. There's plenty of effeminate men who women are checking. They'll look at him and say he handsome, but, nah, he gay. Or how many times have I said women will look at a man, he was all right till he opened his mouth. They looking at all of that. And guys got to understand that you got to be holistic. If you look at my philosophy, my Nice Guys and Players philosophy, it's really telling you to be holistic. Like I said, there's plenty of nice guys who are still, women would say, are handsome. But for whatever reason, they ain't turning the woman on sexually. Because first of all, being handsome and being sexually appealing are two different things. Because you got some women, they'll go crazy over a guy who might be, most women would consider medium ugly or even ugly. But he'll have charisma and stuff like that. They will find him sexually appealing. And that's very important. That's very important with women. They looking at the whole thing. Like I'm famous for saying in the first Game Kings video, where I said women suck a man's dick based on his shoes. Now, some men didn't get that. I even saw a comment from a guy say, "Oh, Rob crazy for saying that," and he had to be checked. In fact, it was on Mr. Lacar. Shout out Mr. Lacario. Mr. Lacario had to check him. They say women checking out shoes. In fact, I had plenty of women. They said they'll look at a man's shoes first. I want y'all to think about that. They'll look at a man's shoes first. They look at everything. Because women taking in consideration everything. Really check out that chart that I shared. That video I shared that chart in. They checking out everything. Like they can look at a man, say he handsome, but he lacking some other shit. You know? And as much as I try to give like the height guys some dap, sometimes it could be height. Sometimes it could be body build. Remember, I said I knew a dude who looked like Clint Eastwood with glasses. He looked just like Clint Eastwood with glasses, but women weren't trying to give him none. In fact, he would be considered an incel. See, if you're going to get women, it ain't just some one thing. I wish it was just some one thing. And shoot, there's a lot of guys wish it was just some one thing. But yeah, they are checking out looks. Let's be clear about that. But they checking out other shit. They checking out a whole bunch of shit. See, a lot of guys, they ain't getting any play, so they don't know. They looking at the whole package. They looking at your damn posture. I remember a young lady did a webinar private with my private group. And no, I ain't going to share that webinar. If you ain't in the group, don't worry about it. But she did a webinar, and one of the things she talked about was posture. Posture. So even how a man walks makes a difference to women. You got to have all of that shit. Women, they be looking at all of that. And even when I talked about money, you still got to walk a certain way. Even the money men, they still got to look a certain way, walk a certain way. Shoot, voice tone. Shoot, they be looking at voice tone, skin complexion, hair grade. They be looking at a bunch of stuff. And see, here's the reason why. Every woman is different. And like I've talked about an imprint. Like, you don't know what the woman's imprint is. And just to be clear, because I need to say this every time I talk about the imprint is a psychological combination, a blueprint of the first 3 men that penetrated a woman. It could even be 2 men, but it's never just one man. An imprint is never just one man. Anybody saying that really don't understand imprint. Anybody saying that, you don't know what it was. Because I've talked to some women, their imprints was some like nerdy type of guys. Like if it's like whatever reason a woman's imprint is a nerdy type of guy, that's what she's looking at. Because another thing they looking at is social class. They looking at, he could be handsome but nerdy looking, or he could be handsome but cool looking for whatever environment he's in. He could be, I remember getting rejected by a woman because I didn't have tats and earrings. It's like, whatever. It's different. It's like what social class the woman's in, what environment she's in, who she got imprinted by. It's so many things. It's so many things a woman will look at in a man and everything. She could be on some weird shit herself. I remember one of those balloon pop shows had this young lady who was pierced like crazy and had a split tongue. I can guarantee she probably wouldn't get with most guys, even if they handsome to her. Shit, sometimes it could be the man's too tall or something, or he don't look intellectual. It's so many little things. It ain't no one thing. That's one thing to understand. Ain't just some one thing with any woman. Never with any woman. It's never just some one thing with any woman. Because every woman is different. Like, the only way you can get an idea about what a woman wants is you have to know that particular woman. Like, in particular, like, I know a woman and she be finding guys. She goes totally against what most men would be seen as handsome. She goes totally against it. Like, she was telling me about, like, some superstars, some movie stars and stuff. And I'm like, him. And these guys would never be considered handsome, but that's what she likes. She always went against the grain. And you get some women who go against the grain. And even they can acknowledge a man's handsome, but then they not turned on by a particular man. See, understand something. See, a lot of guys don't understand a woman's vagina. Because first of all, their vaginas are shaped different. Like, contrary to popular belief, every woman don't even want a big dick in them. I've heard quite a few women say they had some problems. It's like, as long as the shit works, But then again, you got some other women, and that shit better be like a baseball bat. But that's the proof right there. And even if they think, see, here's the thing. Here's basically the pattern. A woman can think you handsome, right? She can think, okay, yeah, he got a nice face. That don't mean she getting wet. Because then she's saying, oh, okay. She looking at, okay, is this dude cool? How's he dressed? What kind of clothes is he wearing? What social class is he? They looking at a bunch of stuff. What religion is he? Oh yeah, they could be looking at his religion. Oh man, the sun's always out about this at this angle. Anyway, they looking at women looking at a whole bunch of stuff. See, any man has to understand that, Like, it could come down, she could think you handsome, but your behavior just turns her off. Your behavior, or you not behaving in a masculine manner, or you behaving like a dork or something. Like I said, I've known some women and they rejected a guy. They would say he handsome, but then they say, well, he's a weirdo or he doing something, or they don't like his haircut. In their eyes, the barber didn't really bless him. It's so many little things that any woman goes crazy over, even if she think you're handsome. And it is what it is. Don't get mad at the women. See, some guys get mad at the women and think something. But say, hold up, did you ask a woman about what they really like, or did you ask a man? You need to ask a woman. Like I said, different women like different shit. It can even be whatever country, ethnic group, whatever. They looking at different things. Ain't no objective shit. I gotta emphasize that word. Ain't no objective shit. Like, a woman can look at a guy and think he handsome in an artistic way and just be like, eh. And then another guy could be medium ugly to her and shoot, she dripping wet. She taking off her panties, talking about, oh, I'm gonna be needing these. It depends. There's a lot of shit. That's why I always tell men. That's why I always say, just be your best and see which women are feeling it. See which women are feeling it. And if a woman call you handsome and still don't want to fuck you, don't worry about it. Seriously. I've had that happen a couple times with myself. It was like, and then I had some, it's funny. I had I've had some women say, oh yeah, you handsome. And they ain't give me no parts of the pussy. And then some women just be like, I still remember this one said, yeah, if we got married, had kids, my looks had to carry you through. She looked me dead in the eye. She let me know. But that was some of the easiest sex ever. Just like, it's different women. Look, man, it's just, you just gotta, don't worry about it. You gotta just fix yourself up as best as possible and then see who like it. And even when you fix yourself up, there's somebody who ain't gonna like it, or somebody who ain't gonna get wet. And I think really the biggest issue is a lot of guys don't understand what actually turns a woman on sexually. You know? What turns a woman, what gets her wet? And it's different. It ain't no universal thing. If it was a universal thing, nobody would have a problem, would they? You know? You got some, in fact, I just recorded something for my Patreon. Y'all need to check out my Patreon. Something that'll come up next week. I've known some women, they go crazy over some rough-looking motherfuckers. You know, not clean cut, some rough-looking motherfuckers. Motherfuckers ain't let no barber bless them and everything. You know? Because even what they consider handsome is going to vary from woman to woman. Even what they consider handsome, and even then, they looking at stuff, they looking at the posture. They looking at the posture, they looking at how he's dressing, what he dressing, social class, religion, environment, you know, his behavior, what he put up with. Like, say the woman is a woman who, she's definitely, she's smoking cannabis every day, right? She might not fuck with no clean-cut dude, no matter how good he look. Now, some dude go up there, like, he got some cannabis or something. She might be like, hey. You know, or look like he's smoking all the time or something. Shoot, that's who she'll fuck with. Because part of knowing who a woman will deal with depends on the man himself. Like, she looking at all of it. Like, his tone of voice. She could say handsome, but she don't like his voice tone. You know? She don't like his body build or something. She could say he handsome, but need to put on some weight. She could say he handsome and need to lose some weight. It depends. Women look at so many different things. And it's not, like I said earlier, don't be mad at the women or something. It just is what it is. It just is what it fucking is. Just past this homeless guy I always see out here. There's probably some woman that'll fuck his ass. You don't know. You don't know. So it's like, yeah, he's seen as handsome and stuff, but the woman, she's just like whatever. Even if he has, she can say he handsome, but she just, her vagina ain't twitching. It is what it is. You don't get mad. It's just a part of the game. Like I said, check out that chart, that video I shared that chart on. I'll figure it out. I don't remember the name of it. I did 4,000 some videos and stuff. I don't remember names of shit. I don't even remember shit. I've done so many videos and everything. But yeah, it is what it is. You don't get mad. You don't get angry. You just be like, okay. It is, seriously. See, here's the thing. Here's the bottom line with some women. Let me bring this home. Let me bring everything home. They look at everything on a man. They will look at everything. I remember back when I was working on a summer job back, I was 16 or 17. I don't even remember. It was a summer job. And this woman, she wasn't feeling me because she tell me straight up. And then all I did was came in with a certain hookup, and she said, okay, you fine now. I was standing a certain way and everything, and she was fine. I ain't want to move. I was like, damn, I don't want to move. But that's what she was looking for. Shoot, there was another woman on that job who was dealing with a dude who we called his ass Kool-Aid. I hope they don't see this. Say, hey, Kool-Aid, but she was tiny as shit. That's another thing too. You don't know what a particular woman wants, what she dealing with, because you do get some women. They, you know, they can look at you, think you handsome, but then you too handsome. Like I said, and I've said that before. A lot of women don't want to be. They want to be the better looking one in the crowd. And shoot, even on that balloon pop show, you can learn a lot just watching it. You get some women and say, well, that dude too pretty for me. And there's quite a few women who want a rough looking dude. They want somebody rough looking. They don't want anybody looking like he's super handsome. See, all these guys saying that, and you got some content creators saying that shit, they just running game on y'all. They just running game. All a man can really do, and I'm just going to tell you the truth. I ain't going to tell you some bullshit. All I can tell you is get your best and then see which women like it. That's all you can do. All right? Do your best. Fix up your best physically. Work on your behavior and all of that. And then go from there. You know? Yeah, learn which women are in your tribe. That's your tribe, the women who naturally find you attractive. And like I said, you can have some women, they think you handsome, don't want to fuck you, but then some women think you alright, then they fuck you quick. And I've had a few. Some of my best relationships were with women who, if you would ask them, oh, is Rom super handsome? They'd be like, no. You know, some of my best relationships. You know, and there's some women who are like, oh yeah, you're handsome. Oh, you're very handsome. And they wouldn't give me no parts or anything. And that's just life, man. That's just life. But you got a lot of dudes running game. And I would say this. You know, I don't usually go after other people, but I will say this. Is this shit working for you? Even my shit. If my shit ain't working for you, you don't need to be here. You don't need to complain, anything. Just move on. I don't care. I ain't gonna lose any sleep over it, all right? I only want the wolves on here. I only want motherfuckers on here who my shit's working for, because I don't want to waste your time. Don't waste my time. I don't want to waste your time, all right? So just move on. But you need to ask yourself, you hearing all this stuff, is it working for you? That's all you need to ask. Is it working? If it ain't working for you, you need to move on and find what's actually working for you. All right? So anyway, y'all know it's Friday. Gotta go ahead and get some stuff. Man. See a brother up here. He got his walker and everything. I remember those days. That was this time last year. Shoot, this time last year I couldn't even drive this car. Anyway, I'm laughing about it now, but you know, just show I'm just doing the work. But anyway, check out that video. I've seen women, when they checking out a guy, they looking at everything and they rating everything. And they'll do that shit in like a few seconds. And I guarantee. And any ladies y'all watching this joint, let me know. Y'all just come on here and just let me know. Y'all let the fellas know, all right? I'll just let the fellas know, because a lot of guys be messing up. They don't understand that. Women looking at everything. You got to make sure everything's sharp with them. I don't give a shit. You got to make sure your shoes ain't run over, your pants looking right, your teethus look good. Teethus. You gotta make sure, because that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Don't get mad. All right? So anyway, y'all, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good weekend, and I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.